Why'd you restart it? Welcome, I'm Ian Nelson, and this is my main man, Jonas.
What's up,
Thanks
man?
for coming, brother. It's my guest today, and shout out to him for getting the camera for us for this beautiful podcast.
I just bought this microphone for the camera, too, just for this, you know? You gotta be a little special. Feel special about it.
Man, I like feeling special.
Good, feel special.
We're talking about the phrase, just do better today. You know?
Just do better?
Just do better.
Just do better.
Because I was on the bus the other day, and you're eavesdropping on conversations, and everyone does it, alright? Don't get mad at me, but it just happens, alright? And she was like venting to her friend, like, yeah, no, this guy, man, he just told me just do better. I'm like, what does that mean, man? Like, what am I supposed to do? How am I just to be better?
Just do better. Just do better.
And it got me thinking. It's like, no, I used to think about this all the time, because I used to piss people off with that. It's like when they get like an F on the test. I'm like, well, just do better. You know, you just gotta do better. You suck at snowboarding, so just do better.
Just do better. You know, I gotta do better.
Yeah. You know,
you suck at walking, so just do better.
I see. This is different circumstances. I physically can't walk.
Just do better.
But
yeah.
But you break it down a little deeply. It's like, what does just do better mean? Because how, like, for example, like when it comes to terms of success, is like, how do you measure success?
When I think about success, I measure it with how well you can do a specific thing and how well you can keep doing that thing.
Okay, but think about it, doing well and good is just a concept. Just do better. You have to be better than someone else. Because if everyone's better than you at something, it means you suck at it. Right?
You think that's what that means? You suck at it?
Well, no, just put in perspective. All right, you're on the slopes right now.
Yeah.
And you think you're an average guy.
Okay.
Let's say you're
an average snowboarder.
You're average snowboarder. But everyone else on the mountain, every single one else, pros, X Games mode type snowboarders, they think you suck just because you're not better than them.
I get what you mean.
And you think you would suck just because there's so many people better than you around you.
Okay. Yeah. If I'm in a situation where I'm doing something that I like doing and I see other people doing better than me, it does motivate me to do better. It makes me feel like
the phrase to do better. Just do better because you're not the best.
Yeah.
How do you measure to do better if you're the best? Like, you're the best in the world, number one. We just got a gold medal in the Olympics.
Well, personally, I don't know if this applies for everyone, but I feel like for me, doing better means like showing someone else too how to do better, you know, and you can learn from teaching someone how to do better.
Okay.
So you can learn on your own mistakes.
So you strive to build your own personal goals.
Yeah.
So like, you might be the best in the world at something, but just because one of your like goals that you have personally thinks, oh, you could do better in this, and do better than that.
You gotta set goals. You gotta reach those goals, and that's the more goals you set, the more you can do better.
Because see, it's like that's, you can put in terms like that.
Yeah.
But see, the way I started thinking about it is like, okay, so if I just gotta do better than the person next to me to get the scholarship, how come I didn't get the scholarship?
You gotta do better.
Yeah, I gotta do better. But how did I know? Because for example, you're from Tucson, right?
Yeah, Tucson.
And I'm from Albuquerque, and we go to the same college.
Yeah.
How much are you paying this semester?
That's a good question. I think 8,000.
8,000? Guess how much I'm paying this semester?
How much?
About 12,000, 12 to 13,000 a semester.
Okay, so just because you're out of state, but yet you're how far? You're the same distance.
Yeah, I'm like 4 hours away from Flagstaff.
And I'm 4 hours away from
4 to 5.
Flagstaff.
Okay, so, but just because I'm out of state, I have to pay more money, right?
Yeah.
But then colleges be like, well, if you're a straight A student, if you do extracurriculars, if you're in clubs, and if you're like top 20% in your class, you're fine, right? You should be able to go to college for free.
Well,
and I'm not trying to diss on you or anything. I'm not trying to come at you, but you're paying less money for me.
Yeah.
But I had a 4.5 GPA.
Better than me.
I was the captain of my swim team, the football team, and the rugby team.
All at your high school?
At the high school. Varsity letters in all of them. Did clubs at my school too. And I got one scholarship.
What was it?
the like NAU Gold, but that
I got a scholarship too, but it wasn't a big one. That's why I'm paying $8,000 instead of whatever the normal price is. But it's still like, it wasn't as. I definitely didn't do as much as you in high school.
yeah, and like I know other people that have got full rides to NAU just because they live in the state. But I'm better than them. Why did I get rewarded for that?
True.
Like, why did my GPA, my athletics, and being like a leader in those sports and the clubs, why did I not get knowledge for it? Because like they always say, you do all that, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
But these people are going to college for free, and I have better GPA, better extracurriculars, did more stuff. Like, heck, I'm even like an Eagle Scout too.
True.
And that's supposed to be good on resumes, but
Yeah.
over here, other people just, in the fact they live in that state,
They just get it.
their tuition.
Yeah. When I look at something like that, it makes me kind of upset because I've been in, like, I can see where that can make, like, it's unfair for you compared to me. But I look at something like that and I think personal, like, what can I do? It doesn't matter what other people think, what the state thinks about how good you did in high school, but it's all about what you did.
Yeah.
And and other people will see that. Other people will see it and they'll take that into account and they'll look at you as a star.
Oh, star.
You're my star in my heart,
You're my star too.
Thanks, brother. But you just gotta. It's all about personal goals. Cause I look at myself and I think I'm good. Like, I'm good at doing things. I have goals in my life. But there's more. There's more personal gain from looking at yourself and building on yourself instead of what other people think.
Okay, but that's not how society's built, bro.
True.
Because like I would love to just sit here like, I'm the best guy ever. Like I can do whatever I want, but that's not how I get a job. To get a job, you have to be better than the next person interviewing. To get a raise, you have to be better than your coworker. To make the pro leagues, if you're trying to, you gotta be better than everyone else that's trying to do it. To be special at something, you have to be better at someone else at it. Like what you're known for is because you're better than other people at that one specific thing. Like if you're a funny guy, you're better at being funny than other people. Heck, if you're known for drinking at parties, you're better at drinking than everyone else. Like no, it's like that's what distinguish people from other people. It's just because of what they're good at. Like people look at me and like, oh, maybe this guy's just a meathead. I'm like, well, it's because I'm better at lifting than other people. Like I'm more persistent. It's like it's just how the world works. Like yeah, you can always just sit here and say like, I just gotta focus on myself and what I think about myself is what really matters. But no, you could think you're an absolute stud and you should be the CEO of Google. But that ain't going to get you to Google. They have to think you're the best.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have the money for certain things too.
So my dad is what you call a blue and gold officer, like an admissions officer for the Naval Academy, and he has to look at kids in his district that like they compete. These kids like they all compete and they all like their goal is to get into the Naval Academy, and my dad makes sure that happens. But he has to select a certain few who get into it.
Dude.
But here's the thing. My brother was one of them, and he went against other people who were trying to get that position too. But he didn't get it because they were better than him. But yet, the next year, my dad was looking at the same like grades for those people. If my brother waited a year, he would have been better than all those people.
That's circumstantial, man. Dude, I tried to get into West Point Military Academy.
Okay.
Before I went to NE, it was my first option. I was trying to go over there and play rugby because it's a top 10 school. I had connections with the rugby coach. This is before 2 of my surgeries.
True. True.
And I got beat out because I was medically disqualified. Something I couldn't even control because of my previous surgery. But like that same concept, dude. They literally like, man. So I got to go through process. I got to get my nominations, and I have to be good enough to get all of these stuff. And I had a good enough grade, so I got everything. Yeah. Everything was turned in. I'm ready to go. And they didn't pick me. They picked someone else. And I happen to know that guy.
Really?
Yeah. So
wait, why did he get picked? over
I have
you.
no clue.
Really?
Because from what I knew about him in middle school and elementary school, he was the he was
The
not
lowest of the low.
like he was an intelligent guy, and the military academies looked to be intelligent. But that's like the class first. But man, I guess he got more physical because he was scrawny. He had no leadership skills. Everyone thought he was annoying. He had no personable skills. Like, you couldn't communicate well with others, which is the other half of what you need.
True.
And yeah, I'm not saying like this. He could have changed in high school. Like, he could have turned into an absolute stud. But just going off what I know, he was the bottom of the barrel, if you ask me. But West Point, when all they see is what's on paper. You know, what's their grades like? Well, how is their essays? Because you have to write 3 essays. So how good are they writing at essays? Then you gotta do the physical tests, which is just push-ups, sit-ups, and running. I'm like, dude, if I trained for a month just like that, which I did, I had the best scores of my life. 100 push-ups in a minute, 100 sit-ups in a minute, running a 6-minute mile. But that's all I did. I trained for that specifically, and I got there. And then interviewing skills, yeah, no, anyone could sit in front of the computer since it was Zoom. You can't see these people in person because it was COVID. Anyone could sit in front of a computer in the comfort of their home and talk themselves up. Like, anyone could do that. But from what I know, this guy was no leader.
Oh.
But hey, they picked him over me just because he was better.
On paper.
On
they saw
paper.
it paper. They saw you. They don't know you. They see what he's done, and they picked him.
Exactly, because he did better than
Not
me.
fair. Yeah. I say is life isn't fair, man.
He was.
Life sucks sometimes.
So like the whole term of just do better is like, I could talk hours about this stuff.
Yeah.
But we can't do that. It's a short paper. So I gotta let you go, brother.
All right. Well, it was
Thanks
fun
for
talking.
coming, man. Appreciate the
fun.
talk. And you gotta turn off the off button because I can't walk.